From the twisted mind of Jeff Jones and the evocative art of Chema Gonzalez, Del Tegeler, Chloe the cartographer, and Lydia Jones comes a grotesque tone that is perfect for befouling your campaign world with the weird and the horrific. We present to you Fane of the Fly God, a delightfully grotesque dish created by adding 1 part Robert E. Howard and a handful of H.P. Lovecraft into a cauldron. Then we threw a VHS copy of the movie The Fly and stirred the mixture steadily over medium heat. Once the contents came to a boil, we threw an armful of horror comics from the 70s, notably issues of Eerie and Creepy. These had a faint, damp smell of mildew from being in the basement for decades. We removed it from the heat, and we let it sit until the stew thickened. We served this dish to you garnished with maggots and seasoned to taste with Jack Kirby. The city of Bamakan. Bamakan is an imagined city that would fit into a dusty setting similar to ancient Afghanistan or its neighboring regions. The social and the religious underpinnings of the city is the worship of the ancient fly god, one whom saved the city from destruction, but later judged the city for neglecting its obligations of worship. The temple, the priest, and your religious celebrations have an appearance of a religion similar to many faiths, but the worship of Velesnev has a dark side. The dungeon. The Fane is a deep, dark, dank dungeon. We advertise the Fane, and we deliver that promise in all its weirdness. Delving into these depths provides your game with something other than a typical dungeon crawl. Instead, the Fane is an opportunity for PCs to interact, willingly or not, with the weird. Included are 2 maps, one showing the vertical overhead view of the dungeon, and the second reveals a cross-sectional view in all of its 3D greatness. Spells and beasts. We're breathing new weird life into many of the traditional spells. Gone are the boring, staid spell descriptions found in the core rulebooks. Fane contains a slew of vivid spell descriptions, all reimagined around a fly theme and injected with copious amounts of repulsiveness. However, the narrative embellishments serve more than just to simply invoke a momentary visceral reaction from your players. They're designed to inspire memorable moments and often act as set pieces for your game. A list of unique creatures has also been included. Each creature plays an integrated role in the spells, the locations, and deities of this work. Here's a sample selection of the featured creatures to whet your appetite. The Abhorrent Guardian. Exposure to the foul, chaos-infused waters of Velesnev's pit, or Bajulnev's swamp, always corrupts. Those that bathe in these waters risk being transformed into fearsome monstrosities. The Ahaldren, the devoted priests who inhabit Ossuary Hill, are more than they seem. The Billajadur, highly intelligent servants that infiltrate human society to manipulate the destiny of kingdoms, empires, and the world. Deities and demigods. These are not your garden variety deities and demigods. They are monstrous and alien beings. Some have the power to affect reality, while others scheme in their remote towers, plotting the downfall of civilizations. The presence of these divinities affects the cosmos, and the ripples of their existence may crash into the characters in unexpected ways. While these deities work well as a whole within the setting of Fane, each playing their own discordant melody, you can also use them piecemeal as inspiration for your own settings collection of weird titans, fickle divinities, and abhorrent progenitors. Here's a short list of the deities that have their own write-ups within the book. Bujil, a cyclopean maggot-like being dwelling in the infinite swamp, seeking to fill its insatiable hunger through the seeding of death, rot, and chaos across the planes of existence. Velesnev, the star of this book, the fly goddess who travels from planet to planet across the planes of existence, to spawn an apocalypse upon unsuspecting worlds. Volganaga, the space-faring goddess whose insatiable curiosity and horrific experimentation leads to the suffering of entire civilizations. We believe that Fane of the Fly God is unlike any other, and we need you to make this feverish nightmare a reality. This book is already written, the layout is completed, the artwork is done. We just need your support to make this work materialize into your hands.
Mm-hmm.